This flight attendant had just fastened her seatbelt. She was trembling with fear because her flight was to escort the body of the princess, but not long after the plane took off, the princess suddenly fell out of her seat because of the bumps and rushed straight to her. Seeing the situation is not good, the stewardess hastily unbuckled her seatbelt and hid next to her. As the plane gradually entered a stable area, the stewardess plucked up the courage to go up. She wanted to help the princess to her seat. Unexpectedly, the next moment, the princess suddenly moved, so scared that the stewardess called the captain. She hoped that the captain would come to the cabin to help. Unfortunately, due to the thunderstorm outside, the captain couldn't come at the moment. The stewardess had no choice but to pull the princess to the first row. In order to prevent the princess from falling down again, the stewardess also tied the rope for the princess. Then she went back to her seat and slept, because she thought she wouldn't be afraid as long as she was asleep. Unexpectedly, as soon as she closed her eyes, there was a violent bump in the cabin. She was so scared that she rushed to look around. She found the princess lying in her arms. Luckily, what just happened was just a dream, but she felt that what had just happened was very real. Because she was so scared, she hurriedly stood up and drank a mouthful of water to calm her nerves, but just then, she suddenly noticed a figure walking past the cabin. Sensing something was wrong, the stewardess rushed forward to check it out. Though she was terrified inside, but she had to do it, because the plane will land in an hour or so. She couldn't afford any more accidents. But when she reached her seat, she realized that the princess had disappeared. She was so scared that she called the captain to inquire about the situation, but the captain told her to look around the cabin. When the phone was disconnected, suddenly, there was a violent coughing sound from the cabin bathroom. She was puzzled and wanted to go up to check. She found a body bag that had been removed from the floor. Out of curiosity, she slowly opened the bathroom door, but when she opened the door, there was nothing inside. I thought it was a false alarm, but then the bathroom light suddenly went out. She was so scared that she opened the door to get out. At that moment, the sound of coughing suddenly came from behind her.